A good day to you all, my treasured listeners and viewers. It is with a deep sense of honor and gratitude that I formally welcome you all to our channel. Are you joining us for the first time? If this is the case, a warm welcome to you. Our channel is Alfonso de Rothschild Tutorial. It is a channel that is skewed towards helping all of us have a better grasp of English language for our everyday communication in both spoken and written English, and for the various fields of knowledge to which we apply the English language. The channel is also established to help students in all fields of liberal arts, including the social sciences, such as economics, history, geography, government and civics, as well as commerce, religion, and literature in English, among other areas. For some time now, our attention has been directed towards helping our IELTS students have a better grasp of this all-important language so that they will be equipped adequately to tackle their examination questions. But at the moment, our focus is being redirected towards the English students of the West African Senior School Certificate Examination, WASSCE, especially the adult variant, popularly known as GCE, and which is coming up sometime this year. Perhaps we should begin by asking, why is it compelling that we study past questions as one of the steps towards preparing ourselves for an oncoming examination? Now, by way of an answer, I would like to say that the West African Examination Council, WAEC, was established in the year 1927 to serve as an examining body for the 4 British West African states, including Nigeria, Ghana, Sierra Leone, and the Gambia. What this implies is that in the next 2 years, 2027, WAEC will be 100 years old and will be celebrating its centennial anniversary. And what this also implies is that for roughly 100 years now, WAEC has consistently set questions on the English language for the school candidates WASSCE and the adult candidate WASSCE, which is known as the GCE or General Certificate in Education. The implication is that there is no branch, no aspect of the English language that previous WAEC questions have not covered. At present, therefore, WAEC hardly sets fresh questions for its examinations. The questions are always, and the current questions are always, a calling, a carryover from the questions set in previous years. And so, it pays, it is of a huge advantage to study past questions, as these questions are likely to be repeated in current examinations and the coming ones. That is why going through past questions is an effective way of preparing oneself for an oncoming examination. If you go through our videos, you will notice that we have analyzed the 1988 WASSCE Paper 2 English Language. And for today, we are analyzing the 1989 WASSCE Paper 2 English Language. But we are taking questions 1 to 50 today, and in our subsequent videos, we will take the remaining questions, that is, questions 61 to 100. We are beginning, therefore, with a multiple choice or objective question. Our first instruction goes this way. Choose the word opposite in meaning to the underlined word. In other words, this is a study of antonymous words. The word whose antonym or opposite we are to provide or we are to choose from the lettered options is here printed in boldface. In question 1, one of the armed robbers was daring in his words. And in our set of options, we have cowardly. To be daring means to be bold. It means to be brave. It means to be courageous. Therefore, a daring person is a brave person, is a courageous person. The person has bravado. If one is not daring, the person may be described as cowardly, as shy, as timid, as timorous, or as bashful. Question 2. His outspokenness contrasts with the dash of his father. His outspokenness contrasts with the dash of his father. To be outspoken means to be talkative. It means to be loquacious. It can sometimes mean to be garrulous. The absence of outspokenness is taciturnity. To be taciturn means to be quiescent. That is, to talk little. To be quiescent or to be taciturn. Number 3. A gully, which is a natural phenomenon. A gully, which is a natural phenomenon, could not be mistaken for a tunnel, which is a dash. Gullies are caused by erosion. Therefore, a gully is the act of nature, so it is a natural phenomenon. If it is not a natural phenomenon, then it is artificial. So the correct option is artificial. Question 4. It is curious how Bayo can be so carefree in his ways when his brother is so does. Answer, meticulous. To be carefree means to be careless. The absence of being careful. Therefore, one who is not carefree is careful or is meticulous. Question 5. Personally, I give in rather easily when it comes to arguments, but Emeka will always dash to his opinion. Option B, hold on. I personally give in. That means I personally surrender quickly. But Emeka holds on tenaciously. Emeka doesn't give up easily on his opinion. So hold on is correct here. Number 6. He intentionally threw the documents away and somebody burned them. Intentionally means willingly or wittingly. Willingly or wittingly. The opposite, accidentally, means unintentionally or unwittingly or unwillingly. Number 7. The crops the farmer planted were dug by some naughty boys. Planted, opposite, uprooted. If one is not planting, then one is uprooting. Number 8. The man refused to accept the offer of a job in the rural areas. He preferred one in the dash area. Rural is the opposite of urban. And that takes us to section 2. After each of the following sentences, a list of possible interpretations of all or part of the sentence is given. Choose the interpretation that you consider appropriate for each sentence. So we are to choose the interpretations. Choose one of the interpretations given in options A to D, one that best explains the meaning or the interpretation of the sentence. Number 9. The candidates were told that passing the examination wasn't a passport to getting an admission. Correct answer? A guarantee. Option A. Passing the examination is not a passport, meaning it is not a guarantee to getting an admission. You might pass the examination, one might pass the examination, and yet without securing an admission. Question 10. She tried to throw dust in my eyes. Question 10 requires us to explain the meaning of the idiomatic expression, throw dust in my eyes. And the answer is B, trick me. To throw dust in one's eyes means to trick one. Number 11. Despite the different economic measures taken by the government, the country is not out of the woods. To be out of the woods means to be out of difficulties or to be free from difficulties. So out of the woods means free from difficulties. 12. Our house swept the board in the inner house sports competition. To sweep the board means to have a landslide victory or to have an overwhelming victory above your rival or opponent in a game. So option C was completely successful. Our house was completely successful. It's the same as our house swept the board in the inner house sports competition. Number 13. The preacher advised those who lost that every cloud has a silver lining. Now this is a very popular saying. It is said that behind every cloud there is a silver lining, which implies that there is always a positive side to every negative situation. There is always a positive side to every trying situation. Inside every predicament, you still find something good. Or we say that every disappointment is a blessing. So, that every cloud has a silver lining implies that there is a good side to all misfortune. There is a good side to all misfortune. 14. My father always advised me to take time by the salad. Use an opportunity promptly. That means my father advised me to take time by the salad. Means do not procrastinate. Make use of an opportunity while it is still available. 15. Soyinka has made his mark in the literary world. B. Become distinguished. It is a popular saying to say that one has left his footprint on the sand of time, or has left his mark on the sand of time. It is a similar saying. So Soyinka has made his mark means he has become distinguished in the literary world. 16. The run-up trophy, which our school won, was called comfort for all the efforts we made. A poor consolation. A poor consolation is the same as cold comfort. What we won, the trophy, the prize given to us, falls far below our expectations. That's why it is called comfort. 17. Amina used to be hand in gloves with her boyfriend. She used to admire her boyfriend greatly. Option B. 18. Chike escaped the accident by a hairbreadth, meaning narrowly. To do something by a hairbreadth means to do it narrowly. So he escaped accident by a hairbreadth means he narrowly escaped an accident. Section 3. We have to choose from the options letter A to D the word that is nearest in meaning to the one underlined in the sentence. And the underlined word here is written in boldface. Number 19. The decision taken by the panel is irrevocable. If a decision or anything is irrevocable, then it is unalterable, meaning it can't be changed. then we can say it is inexorable. It cannot be changed. Then we can also say it is irrefutable. It cannot be denied. The correct answer here, therefore, is irreversible. That which is inexorable or which is unalterable. It cannot be changed. 20. Death is inevitable for man. Good. Unchangeable. Unavoidable. Inevitable. In French, we say fait accompli, a word that English has borrowed from French, meaning fait accompli, meaning cannot be changed. It's already the way it is. Nothing can be done about it. So that is inevitable means it is unavoidable. 21. The superintendent was appalled by the attitude of some of the employees towards their work. To be appalled means to be shocked greatly. So the correct answer here is shocked. 22. The lawyer's argument of the case was exhaustive, thoroughly. The lawyer left no stone unturned. The lawyer exhausted everything. So his argument of the case was thorough. 23. The suspect was made to walk in front of the stupefied cast audience. To be stupefied means to be astonished. Astonishment means to be greatly surprised. So stupefied here is a synonym of astonished. 24. The principles, orders, are imperative. That which is imperative is necessary. It's unavoidable. 25. It is absurd to suggest that Tunde should marry that saucy lady. If anything is absurd, then it is foolish or sounds foolish. Then we can say it is laughable or amusing. Or we can say it is ludicrous or ridiculous. So ridiculous here is a synonym of absurd. 26. I am very proud to speak before this august assembly. Correct option, dignified. August, when it is a noun, is the 8th month of the year. So when it is an adjective, as it is used here, August, qualifying the noun assembly, it means solemn. It means respectful. It means honorable. It means deserving respect or deserving honor. It means dignified. So the correct answer, B, dignified. 27. She tried to settle the quarrel, but the man remained obstinate. Obstinate, a word that means stubborn. The other words that mean both stubborn and obstinate are obdurate. Obdurate, O-B-D-U-R-A-T-E, obdurate, or intransigent, or heady. Then in an extreme case, we say maverick. A maverick is a stubborn person, a nonconformist. 28. Okon attempted to entice Enoch with the lure. Attempted to entice Enoch with the promise of a handsome sum of money. The word lure can be used for entice. Okon attempted to lure Enoch, to entice Enoch. To entice or to lure means to tempt somebody with something. 29. The monk lived an ascetic life in order to discipline himself. Now, you may look up the word surreal, S-U-R-R-E-A-L, surreal. It has a meaning similar to ascetic and austere, meaning harsh. Harsh means austere, it means ascetic, it means surreal. So, in this example, an austere life is the correct option. In the following sentences, we choose the interpretation that we choose. We choose the interpretation that we consider most appropriate for the meaning of the sentence. 30. Despite the newness of the job, the workers were remunerated rather handsomely. This means that the sum paid out was quite attractive. The workers were new on the job, but they were paid attractively. The money paid to them was just very much. 31. The plan to upgrade the dispensary to a general hospital did not materialize. This means that the arrangement did not work out as wished. If anything fails to materialize, that means it collapsed. It didn't work according to plan. So, the fact that the arrangement did not materialize means that it didn't work out as wished. 32. When the principal was asked what his opinion was on the controversial issue, his reply was ambiguous. Now, consider the word ambivalent. Ambivalent. That means not straight. Not straight. Consider the word nebulous. Then consider the word vague. All these words are within the same region of meaning. That which is unclear is incomprehensible, is ambiguous, is nebulous, is ambivalent, is vague. So in this example, the appropriate or correct option is incomprehensible. 33. Even though Susan was the last in the examination, her result wasn't too different from what had been expected. Susan's result was as expected. There was no change, although she was the last in the examination. 34. Despite their strangely unrefined behavior, the foreigners were given preferential treatment. C. Well treated despite their rudeness. Yes, the foreigners were rude, but in spite of that, they were treated very well. Option C. In section 5, we have to choose from the group of words letters A to D the option that best completes the sentence. 35. Mrs. Adams purchased dash. Option, an imported pure leather bag. In this question, we are examining adjective clusters. That is, a set of adjectives that qualify one noun. And there is a commentary here on the rules governing the use of adjective clusters. In the example, the article an is used because the next word after it, imported, begins with a vowel, which is I in imported. The sound E. And then the person is adjective of size, followed by age, followed by shape, followed by color, followed by origin, then material, purpose, and then the noun that is qualified. So in our example, imported is an adjective of origin, pure, one of opinion or quality, leather, adjective of material, and bag is a noun qualified. If you want more examples or more discussions on adjective clusters, please leave your request on the comment section. Number 36. The students protested against dash thrice weekly sports practice. Against the thrice weekly sports practice. It follows the rules enunciated above. 37. It was apparent that we were being dashed by the heat as soon as the air conditioner was heated up. We were being stifled, that means we were being choked by the heat. Stifled is correct. 38. The eldest son took a foolish decision which made him dash his claim to the additional chieftaincy title. Correct option, forfeit, meaning to lose. The eldest son took a foolish decision. As a result of this, he lost his claim to the additional chieftaincy title. 39. Jambites stay in the hotel afforded her that chance to do her writing. Afforded her ample chance. You could say a golden opportunity. A golden opportunity, ample chance to do her writing. Number 40. If I dash what actually happened, I would have punished him. C. Had heard. If I had heard what actually happened, meaning that I didn't hear what actually happened, I would have punished him, meaning that I didn't punish him because I didn't hear. I hadn't heard what happened. 41. A dash if the leader of the group had come with them. Would have been better. It would have been better if the leader of the group had come with them. When we say would have, followed by a past participle such as been, which has been used here, what is implied is that an action failed to take place in the past, even though someone had the opportunity and the possibility to make that action take place, but the person didn't try. So, it would have been better means that it was not better. if the leader of the group had come with them. That's because the leader of the group didn't come or hadn't come with them. For the 2, it is time we dash for the party. B, left. Now this is a subjunctive mood verb. A verb in a subjunctive mood uses a past tense or one of the past tenses to talk about a present action which is not a reality. A hypothetical statement at the present time, which is meant to get responses, get opinions, and views and observations from listeners. So the correct answer here is left. Usually, the expression is, it is high time, it is about time, or simply, it is time we left for the party. For the 3, the suspect dash when I entered the office was being questioned. Passive voice, progressive tense. Passive voice, past progressive tense. The suspect was being questioned when I entered the office. That means that the questioning of the suspect was going on in the past when I entered the office. For the 4, she dashed before I entered the office, had been questioned. This tense, had, followed by the past participle, is known as the past perfect tense. It is used to say that a piece of action just ended in the past when another followed. So the questioning, her questioning just ended before I entered the office. For the 5, the president's speech just at 7 p.m. was broadcast. The president's speech was broadcast at 7 p.m. The verb broadcast is an irregular verb. It does not add ed to it to make the past tense and past participle. On the contrary, we have broadcast, simple present, broadcast, simple past tense, and broadcast, past participle. So the verb retains its form in all tenses, present, past, and past participle. For the 6th, it is about time we left. Okay, this sentence is repeated. It's about time we left for the party. For the 7th, he said he forgot that. He forgot what he said. That is a noun clause, serving as object of the verb forgot. He said he forgot what he said. For the 8th, I don't like my math teacher. Well, he doesn't like me either. An adverb. It means I don't like him, he doesn't like me. The similar expression is neither does he like me. I don't like my math teacher, and neither does he like me. Or he doesn't like me either. That will happen here. For the 9, you were punished because you dashed last week without permission. You ought not to have traveled last week without permission. That means you traveled last week without permission. You were punished because you ought not to have done that. Ought not to is the synonym of should not to. Ought to and should means that which is right. So should do means it is the right thing. Ought to do means it is the right thing. Ought not to do means it is not the right thing, and should not do means it is not the right thing. So ought not to have trouble is correct. And our last question for today is, it has been rough so far. That, hasn't it? Question tag. A negative question tag follows an affirmative main verb. The main verb is has been, which is affirmative. Therefore, the negative will go for the question tag. And the negative is hasn't it? And so, my esteemed viewers and listeners, I have enjoyed your presence so much. I hope you've also enjoyed mine. We have today come to the end of this current video and lesson. If you have enjoyed my presence or my company as I've enjoyed yours, there is something you can do. Give a thumbs up to this video, like this video, and subscribe to our channel. If you subscribe to this channel, I'll give you a prize. The prize I'll give you is that I'll email to you a complete set of the answers. So, the 1990 WASSCE English Language Examination Questions, Paper 2, Questions 1 to 100. If you subscribe, drop your email address on our WhatsApp group, WhatsApp chat group, using the number 091-3330-1790. That is 091-3330-1790. You can also join our community and there raise issues on other aspects of English language that you require assistance, and I will help you tackle them. Be sure to join us on our next video when we complete this year's English paper, that is the 1989 WASSCE Paper 2 English paper. In that video, we'll be tackling questions 51 to 100, having ended at 50 today. Remain blessed and please take care of yourself and keep reading as I look forward to joining you on our next video. Bye-bye.